Greetings and salutations, how's everybody doing? So we're back looking at films, and this time we're looking at a film from the 1950s. I'm kind of glad that we're going backwards when it comes to films. Like, say, okay, we're giving a shot, like a opportunity to look at films that are, like, older and all that, and such. I mean, I'd still do like looking at newer films too. In this case, we're looking at a film called Journey to the Beginning of Time.
Gosh, the big one beat him.
Come on, Jojo. We've got to find Tony.
It's a dinosaur movie. What was it about, though? Well, the version that we're looking at, though, it is the U.S. version, called Journey to the Beginning of Time. What it's about is it's about a bunch of young school-age boys. They go to the National History Museum, and then suddenly they have, like, say, wow, that was awesome! And then suddenly afterwards, they take a raft, and then suddenly, like, strangely, they end up getting sent back into the past during the different eras of, like, the Triassic, the Mesozoic, and all that. Until eventually, they are back to where they start, and all that. Honestly, I'm gonna say this, I'm gonna say that I think that the, models that are used for the dinosaurs and all that stuff, I thought they were pretty good. I thought they were really good.
Oh! Oh! Hey, you! Did you run away from the zoo? How about some peanuts?
Don't tease him, Jojo. You're playing with fire. Did you ever see an elephant that big, or with tusks like those, and covered with all that hair? I tell you, that's like no elephant on Earth.
Looks like an elephant to me.
Take a good look, boys. That is a prehistoric mammoth.
Like, they are trying to, like, say, like, they discover all these different things, like, say, hey, like, there's this, dinosaur and all that. And at first, like, say, like, one of the young boys is, like, he's the most curious of them all. And I'm gonna honest and say, this is kind of charming, I would say, as a word. In that, like, yes, like, it has that classic feel of, like, say, kids, like, going on an adventure, and then suddenly when they realize, like, say, oh, this adventure seems to be a bit too much for us.
Home seems so far away. Secretly, I've begun to wonder.
They're like, say, okay, let's go home now, and all that. And I kind of like the idea for this, like, in the fact that, like, suddenly the kids are at a museum, and suddenly they get sent back to that time period that they were learning about. And it makes it kind of interesting, in a way. I will say this, though, that, that there are some, like, moments that I thought, okay, this is hilarious. Like, there's a sequence in which I think it was, like, say, like, one of the kids, like, he's in the, like a field, and then suddenly a dinosaur sees him, and he goes, like, "Rawr!" And then he goes, like, "Rawr, rawr, rawr, rawr," and chases.
Come on, Doc!
Chases after him. I lost I just, like, lost it a few minutes after I saw it, because I thought, okay. Because it was kind of silly, like, the way the dinosaur looks, but at the same time, it was, like, saying, yeah, it's funny, but at the same time, it's still charming, in a way. And, yeah, like, one of the things that, I did not know is that apparently Steven Spielberg, and like he was probably like, wow, this is awesome, and all that. I will say that while I thought this film was engaging,
That's a Styracosaurus. You can tell from all that armor he's built for fighting. Not too bright, though. His head is 6 feet long, but his brain is no bigger than a cat.
yeah, I can say that like sometimes the acting from these kids, it can be a little bit like say wonky, not bad, but just like say like, I see what you're doing, guys. And I'm thinking they seem to be like doing a pretty good job.
9 paces right to here. 9 paces, that's about 20 feet. Have you written it down? Yep. Now let's measure the plate. Okay, let's go. 1, 2...
And all that. Especially the actor who plays the youngest character. Like, there's a sequence in which, he is just, upset and all that. And, yeah, I thought this was a pretty interesting one. It had some pretty good, effects. The, the cinematography, like the sequence in which, like, say, suddenly they are on a raft, and then they look around and suddenly they see things on land in front of them, and it's just like say, okay, this looks really good. The way
Flying monsters!
Holy smoke!
these shots are, the way the background is, and all that. Yes, I can understand like someone going to say, like perhaps the quality is a bit of a miss, and I can understand that. But yeah, I thought this one wasn't too bad. I thought it was really interesting. But I could totally be wrong. I mean, like if you were just like saying unimpressed, but I can see why. Like Steven Spielberg, apparently like there were sequences like say like there would be perhaps thought would be similar, like the sequence in which Alan Grant and the kids are looking at some dinosaurs and all that.
It looks like it has a cold.
Yeah, maybe.
Can I touch it?
Sure. Just think of it as kind of a big cow.
I like cows.
In the forest and all that. So yeah, I can see why this film would be a bit influential in a way. So yeah, I'll see you next time.